Ugh. For shame.
So at this point, we'd also like to remind you, if you are interested, we would love you to donate to the Kickstarter for Kings of the North. That would be super cool. Keep these events going. And yeah, just really help out with the finals that are going to be taking place in March. Yeah. 18th to 20th. Perfect. So we do see, as predicted, NoRegret is going to be going for that 12 pool.
Absolutely. I mean, he'd be a fool not to on Arena.
Especially with how TheCoon has been opening. If he goes gate gas nexus, I don't think he's going to have the micro necessary to be able to hold that nexus.
Right.
But we do see NoRegret not going for any gas, so it's not going to be some sort of speed follow-up.
Yeah, I think we can definitely expect a short and sweet game from NoRegret.
Yeah, he does love that. At the very least, he'll put himself, I think, in a good position. We do see double gas, actually, after TheCoon has scouted the 12 pool. So, has TheCoon scouted? I'm sure he has. He has to have. Yeah, he did. So we are actually seeing NoRegret go straight for the hatch first. So he actually, after being scouted, he decides to delay the lings. And that's really nice.
Very interesting choice.
I really like it, to be honest, because TheCoon is going to be responding to that.
I think he's very confused at this point. I mean, I think if I saw that, I'd be very confused.
Yeah, exactly. So TheCoon is just going for that double gate.
All of the mind games happening right now, guys.
Yes, very much so.
I think he's hoping to get TheCoon to overreact.
Oh,
I think
definitely.
that's what he's trying to go for right now.
Yeah, 100%. And
that
it's
way
working.
We can just drone. Yeah.
Going for that double gateway. Now he is going to have the opportunity to potentially do some damage with Adepts, but he delayed his Cyber Core quite a bit. Did the TheCoon, so it's not going to have as much punch as it might.
Right. I wouldn't have bothered with that probe, honestly. The Queen could have picked it off, and oh, there goes that.
That's 100 minerals down the
I was
drain.
just about to say that.
Yeah. Actually, he's going to have to pull probes to protect this pylon.
Right, absolutely. There's no way.
No
I don't know
regret.
why he's attacking the.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. There we go. He's going for the pylon now.
Oh, wow. That probe
so
pull might be a little too
it's
late.
Gonna be,
This might actually just be game over.
yeah, he's going to get probe kills, absolutely.
Yeah, he pulled nowhere near enough
Absolutely.
probes, and NoRegret. I think he's won this game.
Yeah, he didn't get us around at all. He just kind of was very hesitant about it, I would say.
Does get out the mothership core, so he's going to be able to defend
that was
that.
good
But
timing.
he can't repower his his gateways, and without that, it's just there's no
I really
way.
liked what NoRegret did just then. He basically was distracting the pylon overcharge with 3 lings, while his other lings worked on the pylon and the probe that was over by the gates.
Yes. So we did actually. TheCoon did hold with that pylon overcharge. It was just barely in range to protect that pylon to get up. So he is going to be, even able to pick out this Overlord. That's going to heavily supply block NoRegret.
Absolutely.
NoRegret hasn't even started more Overlords.
Right.
Just 1 on the way, but he needs 3 to get on
So this
supply
mothership
block.
core is going to do quite a bit of damage.
Well, 2, but 3 to be able to start building roaches. And there's the 3rd one. Mothership core takes a ton of damage. And since it looks like he's going for a 1-base push, he's going to really want to keep that alive.
Those queens are putting in work, though.
Yes, yeah. Since the ramp is relatively small, the queens can just... They don't have to really worry about run-bys, so they can just stand there and DPS down the stalkers if they get too close. Nice stutter step from NoRegret.
Right. But he has to stay on creep. That's the thing that Coon is capitalizing on.
Yes.
Is the fact that he can pretty much like keep kiting.
Yeah, I like this decision to go for a single Ravager. That's going to give him the range to keep those stalkers at bay and keep them from kiting all of his roaches. Meanwhile, we have some creep spread. If TheCoon notices that, he could pick those off kind of for free. And he is going to do exactly that. Oh, but no, he's not going to pick off the second one.
Can you not?
But we do have an Observer coming out anyways, and actually a Nexus coming out from TheCoon. I don't know if I like this. I don't know. He's in a really tough spot. Like, a Ling Ravager Queen push is going to be very difficult to stop.
Right. Especially because that mothership core is going to be so important in
And
trying to overcharge
oh,
and hold his base.
Donates a stalker. You can't be doing that against this kind of a push.
Alright, so that pylon's going to go down, and so is that mothership core.
Does get off the second
just a
overcharge,
moment.
though. That Immortal could do quite a bit of work.
Right.
Oh, but he keeps switching targets on what it's firing at. Ooh, nice transfuse on one of the roaches. He is actually controlling this Immortal pretty well.
Yeah.
But is it going to be enough? He needed those 2 stalkers back at home, but they were kind of trapped outside of the base. Those pylons finish up, but it doesn't really matter when there's no mothership core. It is about halfway done, the new one, but...
Right, he's going to be able to pick off that pylon, though.
This is some nice stutter step and target fire from the Protoss player. But with all those lings, he needs adepts to be able to deal with this. And, oh, nice.
Oh, and there goes the overcharge.
Oh, he needs to save that Immortal, though.
No, but he's definitely going to be able
alive.
to get the mineral line.
This is actually...
Is he going to be able to take out the mothership core once again? Oh, he backed off.
This is starting to look like a pretty good situation for TheCoon. Is going to be able to pick off both of those last 2 queens. The slow lings, they can't get away. Takes a bunch of losses, and TheCoon actually takes a supply lead. Wow.
Interesting turn of events. I wouldn't have expected that at all.
No, neither would I. NoRegret really overcommitted to that push.
Right. TheCoon is floating a lot of gas right now, though.
I would like to see him warp in a couple sentries. That would be...
He's gotta pull out. He's gotta recognize where his priorities are.
Honestly, normally I would say that, yeah, you don't want all this gas in as a Protoss player. But because of how choky Orena is, especially in that little central area, force fields, even though corrosive bile can destroy them, force fields are just so space efficient that they're always going to be a good play on this kind of a map. TheCoon's got to be careful, though. He doesn't know that ling speed is done. And in such a small game, you don't want to be losing any units for free.
This is a really great surround. He's not letting the stalkers leave at all, and he picks them off.
Yes, that was nice from NoRegret.
Really great trap.
TheCoon, though, is quite ahead in economy. Oh, this could equalize things a little bit. We see him picking off 1 probe, 2 probes. Wow, 3 probes and still no response.
I'm really surprised that he didn't scout his 3rd just to see if it exists even.
We see an Immortal drop potentially coming in, but the NoRegret's units are right on top of it. Yeah, you're not going to be able to drop there, bud. I'm sorry. It's not happening. You need to abuse the high ground because they were just following that War Prism.
Right.
Meanwhile, we see a bunch of lings at the natural of TheCoon. They are going to run in, and there's really nothing to deal with them. Oh my god, going to get into both bases.
Right, there's nothing blocking that ramp.
Meanwhile,
but we do see a counter coming from TheCoon as well.
TheCoon's push is very strong.
Right,
but he's got to watch out for corrosive biles. Ooh, nice force fields.
So all
the Immortals come in from the top.
Oh, all NoRegret has to do is to hold.
Oh, he didn't pick up the Immortals.
And he doesn't have anything to replenish that army, so I think that's a GG.
I think he needs... I don't know. This is still a scary army. If he picked up those Immortals, I think TheCoon would win this game.
I don't know why, but I thought he had way more at home. I was so sure that was a...
He committed a lot of lings to that counterattack.
Right. I figured... Yeah, there we go, there we go.
Yeah, the Hydras are just going to be too much coming out of this. TheCoon did not need to attack there. If he'd known that his opponent was only on 2 base, he would have known he was very all in.
Right.
But
down to 13 workers for TheCoon. That's quite a significant number.
Yeah, that's...
He has almost nothing to replenish his army.
NoRegret pulled workers as well, but that was just a really good decision for him. Nice force field.
But he's done so much economic damage, whereas TheCoon hasn't even touched.
Well, TheCoon did kill quite a few workers on NoRegret's side,
but
it wasn't
from them
enough.
being pulled, right?
Yes, yeah. We do actually see the game still relatively close. If he'd saved those Immortals earlier, this game would be over. There's no question. But even getting just 1 more Immortal right here is going to help so much against those beefy Ravagers, Lurkers, and Hydras. Lurkers in this situation, though, are so scary.
Yeah, especially in that choke.
Yeah, Never. Don't
It's
do it, man.
ridiculous.
Don't do
You
it.
can't engage it. There's just no good way of engaging that lurker.
Yeah, that is just the worst spot. You want it. This is where you do want to engage, though. You want to catch it before they debok out of that little hallway. Even a third lurker being morphed in, or sorry, a fourth. Man, this is just so rough for the Coon.
Right. So he's getting a really good positioning on the ramp.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to pick off. He should target down that pylon with the lurkers.
Yes, I agree as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because the pylon is really not going to be able to touch lurkers, and you might as well get that over with as soon as possible.
And that's going to be GG.
And that's going to be game.
Actually, a lot of opportunities there for the Coon, but NoRegret manages to tax his multitasking with those link counterattacks. Those saved him 100%.
Absolutely.
Well played from NoRegret. And
so we can definitely see that NoRegret's going to be moving on to the LAN on March 18th.
actually, not necessarily. There's
Nope.
actually a loser's bracket, so he will have to face whoever comes out of the loser's bracket victorious.
I was not aware that it was double elimination.
Yes, it's okay.
I had no idea.
We'll be casting some of those games, I'm sure.
Great.
TheCoon will be waiting patiently on the
Oh, so losers bracket. Okay, so we're gonna see Fat Cat,
Fat Cat,
Nick,
TOH,
and
NYK, and Uppetry.
Gotcha.
And
Interesting.
the winner of those four will face TheCoon, and then the winner of that will face NoRegret in the grand finals
I
to
see.
decide who goes on.
So I'm assuming we're going to a break right now. So go do what you gotta do. We'll see you guys back here shortly.
Let's see who can challenge NoRegret for the grand finals spot.